right, we're live. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now, if it's live, if you see the red dots, and it's not live if you don't see the red dots in the title. So that's how you can tell if I don't reply and it's on the playback mode, that's exactly what's going on. So I had a few things turn up at the house today and I thought, you know what? Well, I had to go pick them up. Thought I'd share the unboxing experience because some people like that. I'm gonna keep this video under 20 minutes. So 20 minutes maximum. And I'm going to try my best to stick to that this time because any longer than that and it's just too long. Quick shout outs. Kevin, how you doing? We've got two Kevins. How about that? Dan, Craig, Surferby, how are you, mate? Awesome stuff. Good to see some familiar folks. And yeah, I'm sure we'll get a few more people in here. So I'm going to keep this to the point. I don't want this to sort of go on and on. I'll do a proper live stream coming up, but sometimes when stuff like this turns up, I like to just share it with everybody and sort of see how things are when they turn up from different companies as well. Because, you know, people order stuff online, you never know what to expect, whether the box will be damaged, all that kind of stuff. All right, Stephen, welcome. We've got Laird, I think that's how you pronounce that. I hope it is. Michael, hey, how are you, man? We've got Matt, Boxcar, Kevin, Stacks, and lots of folks. So, all right, so this arrived. Let's just make sure I got this the right way around. So this isn't all for me, but yeah, I thought I'd share this with you. So, like, overall, it's packed pretty well. The box is kind of torn a little bit, but, you know, so far it looks like it stood the test of time. So there's a couple of guitars in here from my understanding of this and an amp, maybe. I have a hard time believing there's going to be an amp in here. So the funny thing with this is it could have been customs that did the damage to the box. They're notorious for just ripping things apart. Steve, welcome, mate. How are you? So for those who have just joined, this is only going to be a quick 20-minute stream. I want to try and keep this on point here so I don't bore everybody too much. Got a couple of guitars to show everybody. Oh yeah, there is an amp in here. How about that? So yeah, we finally get a chance to test out some lefties. Oh well, and a righty. So we got this little Harley Benton amplifier head. I saw this at GitCon while Rick and I were away, and they said, "Hey, we'll send you one out." I said, "All right, cool." Because I think it's a 5-watter, that little one. So in the box, they're well packed. So I guess they pack their stuff pretty well. Lots of this stuff that I don't know what to do with it after the fact. Habs, welcome, mate. Oh, they've sticky taped the guitars together. There we go. Just knock over a camera. Who cares? Oh, God. Anyway. So, yeah, it's interesting that they stuck them together like that. But that's cool. So, I don't know, guys. Let us know if you've ever ordered a guitar online and whether it's turned up and it was all good. I've had a few turn up at the house, obviously, over the last sort of, well, more so in the last sort of year than any other time. I don't often get guitars sent out. Yeah, so far the Australia Post, who kind of do the last part of the delivery, have been pretty good when they actually knock on your door. They usually just card you and you have to go get it, which is what I did today. But we've got a couple of guitars here, so we're going to see what's what. We've got the Harley Benton CST 24T P90 Black Flame. Woo! That's Rick's. And the other one's mine, so we'll have a look. So this is my first official look at how these are sent out, how they play, how they feel as a lefty. I mean, I have seen these guitars before, but I've never actually played one. So what I thought I'd do with these as well is after I shoot the videos, I'll do some comparisons with, you know, stuff that's less expensive or you know, like SX guitars, like inexpensive guitars as well. Guitar Gear, welcome, mate. Hot Springs, Arkansas. I always want to say Arkansas when I see that. Yeah, so the outer box was a little bit bashed up, but these inner boxes look really good in terms of, yeah, there's no damage or anything on here. So that's pretty cool. All right, we'll get into this because, like I said, we've got a 20-minute thing today. I don't want to bore everybody. It's probably impossible. But, yeah, I just thought I'd share this. A lot of people said, oh, I wonder how they'll turn up. You know, oh, I'm scared to order online, and I am too, usually too. So for me, ordering a guitar online is not something I've ever done. Never once purchased a guitar online. Because I like to pick... Oh, man, it's pretty heavy. It is pretty heavy. I like to pick guitars up and sort of see how they feel in the hand. Wow, this is all right. Let's have a look. So we've got... this is the 52, the TE 52, I think it's called. All right. Well, what's impressed me so far already is the neck. It's sort of like a vintage finish. It's a matte, oh, not a matte, yeah, it's kind of like it's a gloss, but it doesn't feel very sticky at all. Supposedly this is one of their best-selling guitars. So, yeah, this is the VT series. Let's just see how it feels in the hand. This is cool. It's in tune. Wow. All right, so it feels pretty good. It feels like a 50s telly. It's got some better things that I've noticed already is the frets aren't vintage frets. They look like medium, sort of, I don't want to say medium jumbos, but they look bigger than vintage frets, which is good. Anyone who's wondering what's going on with the front here, with the pickup, it's just covered in plastic at the moment. So all of this stuff will come off and it should look a whole lot better. In terms of just how it feels, the fret edges are pretty good. You know, they're always a little sharp sometimes, but it doesn't really, it's not like lethal kind of sharp. Now I'm chicken picking a bit more. I'll be able to do a better video. Good. It's got the Kluson style tuners. I haven't looked up the specs yet, guys, so I don't know the specifics of it, but you know, they might be their own brand of Kluson looking tuners. But there's the back, so you can kind of see, you know, a little bit about how that looks there. It's got this Roswell pickup in the bridge there. I guess the neck pickup would be as well. So yeah, very cool. All right, Hab says he swapped the bridge in his. Let me just move my mouse. It's stuck on a rubber band that came off the top of this. Here we go. Let's just move this across so I can see what's going on. Wilkinson, I swapped mine with the Wilkinson with recessed brass saddles, graphite string trees, bone nut, Kluson tuners, set up intonation and leveling. The fretboard plays better than any telly I've ever touched. That's a whole lot of mods. Yeah, I'm sort of in mixed minds about modding inexpensive guitars. Sometimes it's worthwhile. It just depends on how it feels and how it sounds. You know, it feels good. I haven't plugged it in, and I'm not going to. We'll save that for another time. I'm going to do a proper video of this. But so far, just having it come in tune is pretty cool. I think that's a good sign. Yeah, and we've got the 3 saddle bridge here too. I actually prefer that. A lot of people like the 6 one, just for intonation's sake, but I've never really had too many problems with that. But is the body 3-piece. You know what? I think it's 2. Looks like there's a join here. So, yeah. Well, actually, I don't know. Look at the side. I don't know what that's supposed to tell you. But anyway, it feels good. I gotta say, it actually is pretty surprising. So, I'll open up the one that's for Rick. I don't think he'll mind. And we'll take a quick look at this one as well. This was, you know what, when we got overseas, we had no expectation of these guitars at all. Like I was interested, but I wasn't overly interested. Just because I guess, I don't know, there's a lot of hype online about stuff, and sometimes it's justified, other times it isn't. Hey Hutch, how are you, man? Hope you're well. And Rick sat down and played this. The guitar snob himself spent probably an hour with this guitar. So yeah, he was pretty much, the snob sort of left the building when he played this. I was shocked. I kept like looking over the room at him, and he was still playing it. He was still playing it, and yeah. So let's have a look at this. Oh, we got a little whammy bar action in there. Cool. So this one is pretty wild. I'd love one of these in lefty. I think there might be one on the way. We'll see. We'll see how we go. It's a pretty fortunate position after 11 or 12 years of hard work to have stuff like this turn up at the house. It's pretty crazy. Wow. So look at that. You know, visually, just straight out of the gate, that's impressive. It's up there with my PRS in terms of just how it looks. My SE, by the way, for those who are new to the channel. But yeah, so that's the front two P90 pickups. I don't think it had any push-pulls, no. So it's just volume and tone control, nice and simple. Sort of like a 60s profile neck, nothing too thick. Three-way toggle switch. It's got, you know, obviously a tremolo style bridge. Tremolo bar was in the box. That's the headstock. Hopefully we're focusing all right, webcam thing. Back of the body is like a, kind of like a dark green black burst. It's pretty cool. A few people are saying they like it already. Thanks, Steve. This is pretty nice. Whoa. It's not far from being right in tune. There you go. Hey, Guitar Hack, how are you, man? I did a live stream with Guitar Hack a couple of weeks back. You can check out his channel, guys. He does interviews, talks guitar. He's a gigging muso as well, which is cool. And yeah, so there we go. Habs, I will, mate. Don't worry about that. I absolutely plan on doing a shootout. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. So I'll do a shootout between this and the SX. So just to put it out there, I think visually the SX, it's just, they're different. You know, it's got that mustard finish. But in terms of, I know you want a sound test, and that's obviously what I'll be doing as well. Yeah, sorry, I'll just approve that message. Thanks, mate. Yeah, it's a different sort of body paint, but in terms of everything else, they feel very similar to each other. All right, so it's not perfect. I've noticed that the edges of the fretboard are a little bit, let's see if we can see this. I don't know, this is just nitpicky sort of stuff. It's probably a bit hard to see. I think the lamp's gonna blow it out, but see how there's a discoloration along the fretboard? It's where it's been sanded, you can kind of see, or where it's been relicked, I should say. You can sort of see that across here, it's a different sort of color to everywhere else. So it's obviously been sanded along the fret edges, which is a good thing too. So that's pretty cool. So I'll do a full video of both. Oh, I'll do a video of this. Rick will do a video of that one next time we catch up, hopefully. And we'll end up doing, I'll do a shootout between this and my SX. I might even throw my Fender in there. What do you reckon? I can't believe it turned up in tune. That's just insane. I gotta say, the neck on this reminds me of a Baja telly. It's got that sort of feel where it's not sticky. They relicked it for free. Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's a little bit out, but. So coming up on the channel too, I just wanted to put this out there. We did the live gig recently too. Oh, not live as in you know, live on YouTube, but we did a recording of a gig with myself, Rick, Ryan, Drew, Richo, and Dom, and Ken. So that's a lot of ends. But yeah, you should, that'll be pretty cool. It's going to be a bit of a different video. It's not like a full gig or anything like that, but there's some really cool sections I wanted to share with everybody. You'll get to hear how the Tonka speaker sounds in the live mix. Woo! And Rick's tone was great. Everybody's tone was good. So yeah, hopefully in the next couple of weeks that'll go up. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys, and hope that if you're a fan of these guitars or you already own some, you can let us know what you think in the comments. But yeah, I actually don't mind the headstock. I think it actually looks pretty good. Some headstocks are a bit odd. You know, the SX one, not everybody loves. I don't mind it. I don't really care too much, to be honest, about the headstock thing. But I think overall they turned up in good condition. Free relicking on the side of the... Is that one the same? No, that's got the binding, so it doesn't need it. But yeah, very cool. All right, guys, we'll rock on. That was it. I wanted to keep this short and to the point and not let it go for 2 hours because no one needs that. But what I'll do, I'll come back maybe tomorrow and we'll do like a proper live stream Q&A kind of thing as well. So no one ever compares the real thing telly, like a Fender versus this. Yeah, well, my Fender's been modded a little bit as well, so it's a little bit different. But I guess, you know, with the pickups I've got in there, they're pretty wild. So yeah, we'll give it a go. Anyway, I think the first video will definitely be just the guitar on its own, and stay tuned for the Shootout with the SX guitar. Yeah, there's a few little things on it that aren't quite perfect actually, but it's nothing that would like hinder its functionality. They're just small blemishes on the guitar. I think probably the SX is probably pretty similar too, but I haven't probably like micro viewed that before either. So yeah, there's a lot of favorable things about these online. And it'll be great to actually see how they sound, see how they play. I might even use this for something like a modding platform coming up. Or, if it's great, I might even turn my SX into the modding guitar. We'll see how we go with that. But yeah, very cool. I'm impressed. Overall, it's a decent experience straight out of the box. Like I said, the outer box was damaged. If you missed the start, you can scroll back and watch that if you like. But not damaged completely, just a little bit torn. But internally in the box, it's all packed really well. Actually, how long have we got? We've got 2 minutes. Do we want to see the amp? I totally forgot about it. Let's do this. T-minus 2 minutes. Minute 30. Jeez. I need a better knife. Anyone watch iJustine? You know, the gal who does the tech reviews? She's got the best knives in the world. I want to like rip that off and start using like hunting knives to open stuff. It's that would be super cool. She's a total babe. Can anyone see that? Yeah, nice. Let's just put the hair in the box. Instructions. Oh man, it's got a bit of weight to it, this thing. All right. Sorry about this noise. Cha-ching. There it is. That's the one. So nice and simple. No effects loop or anything on the back. No effects loop anywhere. So it's a pretty simple amp. You can switch it down to 0.1 watts or 1 watt or 5 watts. So yeah, there we go. All right, 19 minutes, 43 seconds, and we are done. So yeah, thanks for hanging around, guys. Landon, welcome, man. If you're watching this on the playback, there won't be any red dots in the title, which means it's not live. So yeah, thanks again for hanging out, and yeah, this is a pretty insane day. Now I just need to work out how I deal with this. Yeah, where does all that go? Anyway, I shouldn't complain. It's pretty awesome. So thanks for hanging out, guys, and I will catch you all soon. See ya. Oh no. All right, guys, take it easy. How do I? Here we go.